This story was sent to me by one of my Twitter followers. Shout out to Turner's Revenant for sending me the story coming out of Detroit, where you have these two piece of shit parents who are going to get exactly everything that they received to them. Their names are Antonio Floyd and Shantanese Barksdale. And on December 25th, quote unquote Christmas Day, their 15-month-old daughter, I'm sorry, their young daughter, whose name is Ava, ended up dying from fentanyl poisoning. So you're probably just taken aback by what does this mean? Like, did they give her fentanyl? Did they inject it into her body? No. What happened was these two right here were packaging up drugs that they were planning to sell. So in essence, they were dealers. They were drug dealers, which now there's another charge that they can tack onto them on top of the fact that their daughter is dead. So what happened was, apparently the story goes that the little girl got a hold of some liquid and began to drink it. And inside of that liquid was fentanyl. They said this little girl ingested 15 times the amount of fentanyl authorities had seen in that particular county in the last 30 overdose deaths that they've had. That means that this little girl ingested more than those who died from just a certain amount that would kill them. So they knew that this little girl stood no chance, because I'm sure the people that they saw overdose were adults. This was a child. So it was probably maybe got into her bottle, or maybe she thought it was something, kids, when they start to grab and reach for things, especially when they start to walk, they're going to grab any and everything. That's why you got to child-proof your house. I'm going to go ahead and read this story. It says a Detroit area couple had been charged in the Christmas Day overdose death of their 18-month-old daughter, who had an extraordinary level of opioids in her system. Macomb County Prosecutor Eric Smith told the Detroit Free Press that an autopsy showed Ava had ingested up to 15 times the dose of fentanyl involved in the last 30 overdose deaths in the county. Smith's office says Ava parents 28-year-old Antonio Floyd and 27-year-old Shantanese Barksdale were arraigned Monday and jailed on second-degree murder charges. According to a press release from Smith's office, the couple were producing fentanyl for sale in the Clinton Township home, which they shared with their 3 children, and authorities believe their daughter drank something containing the drug. Ava was taken to her grandmother's home in Warren, where she stopped breathing. Ava was taken to St. John Macomb Hospital, where she was pronounced dead at 3:31 p.m. Medical staff observed no signs of trauma or abuse in the deceased toddler. On January 10th, police executed search warrants of the grandmother's home and parents' home and allegedly found evidence of manufacturing and distributing narcotics inside Floyd and Barksdale's residence. Investigators believe the young parents were involved in drug trafficking and were using their home to process and package fentanyl for sale. The nation is experiencing an opioid plague, said Smith. However, to see an infant experience such a tragic death on Christmas morning as a result of ingesting a large quantity of her parents' fentanyl is truly gut-wrenching. I don't have to read what fentanyl is, and I don't have to read to the part about them, their stats. In addition to murder, Floyd and Barksdale have been charged with manslaughter, delivering manufacturing of a controlled substance, second-degree child abuse, and felony firearm. Floyd, a convicted felon, is also being charged with felon in possession of a weapon and felony firearm. A judge ordered the couple held in jail without bond, pending a probable cause hearing on January 22nd. They deserve everything that's coming their way, and he's even more dumb. Like, you are already a convicted felon, and now you're about to tack on even more charges to you. I hope they throw both of these idiots away for a very long time. And to the other 2 kids, they need to put them in a more suitable environment. Like, first off, this happened on the 25th. If, quote unquote Christmas Day, why aren't you doing something more Christmassy with your kids? Why are you doing and dealing with drugs on that day in particular? But I guess that on those kind of things, they don't take a day off. But still, your daughter is dead. And they just now on the 10th, it is now the 15th, just now we're able to get them. So my thing is this, like, what did they tell the people when she was taken to the hospital? Or were they just waiting for some test results to come back to determine that was when, or that's how she died? This is another one of those type of opioid stories that I don't like to do. It seems like the 2 opioid stories that I've done so far this year involved a black victim, and both of them happened to be children. First, the one with that guy who ran over that boy and his dad, and now these 2 knuckleheads. Lock them both up and throw away the key. I feel nothing for them. I feel bad for the other 2 kids though, because I don't want them anywhere near them. Like these 2 don't even deserve to be parents. Like they were dealing a hard narcotic out of their house with their kids around. I don't know what condition the grandmother is in, but if she's in good condition, I would say that they are going to have to go stay with her, because I would hate for those 2 kids to end up in the system, because what can end up happening is you put them in the system and they might end up getting separated. And I don't want that to happen. But I offer my condolences to that little girl. I don't feel anything for her parents. And, you know, it's just upset. She was only 18 months, just a year. And, you know, and some change. She was going on 2. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find a picture of her, because I know there's a picture of her. There she is right there. Pretty little girl. Gone because her parents are goddamn idiots. Y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.